Hi everybody. Okay, so I am sitting in the car for a couple minutes waiting on my husband, and there's a couple questions that people asked in my Facebook group, so I thought I would just share them here and share some of the answers here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. My voice is a little raspy today. Okay, so for y'all joining in, I'm Shanna-Kaye. If you're watching the replay, I have a Facebook group called Healthy Mama, The Real Deal. And you can find that on Facebook. It's a new group I've started just to kind of share my journey as a mom, our lifestyle journey, kind of explain how I've lost weight and how I've become healthier in the last 2 years. So one of the questions that I got in my group today was asking, what are the top 5 things that you cut out, and why did you do that? So I'm going to focus on 3, okay? So I'm going to talk to you about 3 different things just real fast that I changed or cut out whenever we were changing our lifestyle on our food. So the first thing was we looked at what we were eating, and honestly, the thing we ate the most of was pasta. Like, we ate pasta pretty much every day. Even we would go out on dates and we'd go to Olive Garden and get the same pasta dish. So we had just loved pasta with lots and lots of cheese and dairy and all that good, delicious stuff. Okay, so now that you're hungry, so the first thing for us was my husband and I talked and realized that he was having a lot of indigestion from the pasta and just kind of the flour in general. And it was upsetting his stomach really bad. So we tried to start cutting back on that. So what we did was we took baby steps. Okay, that's the key. Baby steps. This is not go from like eating the 97-cent box at Walmart. You know the Great Value brand I'm talking about, okay? It's not from going and eating the cheap stuff to paying $10 a box for pasta or whatever, like the unimaginable to you would be, okay? You do not make that jump in a weekend. You do not make that jump in a month, honestly. You will fry your brain, you will stress out, and you'll end up picking out on chocolate cake because you're stressed out. So can I get some hearts on that? Like, does that kind of ring a bell for y'all? Okay. What you need to do is start out gradually. So for us, we took from buying the white pasta at Walmart, we started experimenting with whole wheat pasta. We tried quinoa pasta. We tried spelt pasta. Then we would go to the little bit fancier grocery store and try some of theirs. Then we go to the health food store and try theirs. We did this for several months and just experimented. So first step, look at what you're eating. Look at what you eat the very most. And if that's something you want to focus on and you want to change, work on that first, because you're going to notice a big difference. And sometimes when you're starting, you need something where you feel like you're gaining ground, because it's going to motivate you and inspire you to keep going. Okay? So that was the first thing. The second thing we did was I looked at our ingredients that I kept in my kitchen, like my staples. And I realized that, and this took a couple months for me to realize, but I realized that I was cooking a lot of things at home, but I was using the cheapest ingredients. I was great at buying a lot of groceries on very little money, but our health had taken a real toll for that because I wasn't putting quality things into our body. Okay, that's not cool. It's cheap, but you don't want to be cheap and easy because that just doesn't sound good anywhere, okay? You want to really just take care of your body, make sure that you are loving your body and nourishing it so that you can do everything you need to do. You can be what God created you to be. And that's not like sluggish and fatigued and frustrated about the way you look, okay? Third thing is we started cutting out sugar. Now, a lot of people know me on Facebook for the girl that doesn't eat a lot of sugar. I'll talk about not eating sugar, not having it in my house. We use other things in place of sugar. And I want to tell you that was not an overnight change. That is something that took me, honestly, like 6 to 8 months to emotionally decide to do. I had to decide to do it before it got done because I'm mom and I buy the groceries. And what I did was I started, like, I'm have a very big sweet tooth. So I started from buying Oreos and chocolate bars. And I don't mean like the little chocolate bars. I mean like the giant, like ones that are like $2 or $3. You feel like you're getting a great value, and then you sit there and eat half of it because it's so good and it really doesn't fill you up. That's what milk chocolate does, just so you know. And when I did that and I gained 15 pounds in like 6 weeks, I got disgusted with myself. I thought I was pregnant because I got fat, and it was just fat and it wasn't fun. That's kind of part of my story we can talk about later. But anyway, I took and just started decreasing the amount of sugar I was eating. And I did that for a while. Started buying less of the chocolate bars, buying a little bit smaller ones, then buying different kinds that looked like they were higher quality. And I just did this gradually to where, honestly, I don't go and buy chocolate bars and keep them in my fridge anymore. And that is crazy because I seriously would have 2 or 3 different kinds all of the time 2 years ago, even like a year ago, year and a half. Now I love dark chocolate. I love different things. I still like chocolate. I still will eat milk chocolate every once in a while. But I had to go through and kind of have a detox on that sugar. What I do now is I use honey. So there's different kinds of sugar. I'm experimenting with coconut sugar right now, but I really love honey and it works really well. It's actually, to me, it's sweeter than real sugar is once you like get your mouth used to it, because it kind of takes the time for your taste buds to change. It is really sweeter. I like it better. I don't love sugar anymore, and that's crazy to me because I was one that I would get really moody. I'd get really irritable if I did not have my chocolate. Okay, do any of y'all do that? You can raise your hand or like high five the screen, okay? I know I'm not the only mama out there that gets moody. And so I realized once we started making some diet changes, including sugar and working on the breads and the wheats and stuff in our diet, I'm in a better mood. My mood is very much linked to my food. If I go out and you know, splurge and have a piece of cake out at a restaurant or at a friend's house, I enjoy it. I own it. I love it. It's delicious. And honestly, I'm usually pretty moody about a day or 2 later. It's like having a cycle. I mean, like all those emotions, it kind of throws you off. It's crazy. I never realized how much of a difference the food that you ate made on your emotions. So that is a couple things excuse me, a couple things that we do. Thanks for the hearts, guys. And I've got other questions that I'm going to answer for y'all. If you're just joining, please watch the replay. I hope y'all enjoy it. And I will be sharing a couple other things for y'all. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.